Good afternoon, my name is Siklali. Do you ever feel overwhelmed and just want to take a day off of school but can't because you're worried about your attendance or what you will miss for that day? Because I certainly have. After a lot of research about how mental health can affect adolescents, as well as talking to a public school teacher and what she has witnessed throughout her years of teaching, I have seen how mental health days are needed for some students to just take a mini break. Mental health days seem like a crucial part of the school year and should be offered to students because dealing with school, extracurricular activities, and personal situations can take a big toll on our health. Today, I will be giving you 2 points as to why public schools should offer mental health days as well as some opposing sides. Mental health days should be used to take a short break to catch up on work or just relax for the day to take your mind off of the worries of school or work. So first, I will explain to you how mental health days work and what they are exactly. So mental health days should serve as a mini break for students as well as staff. It takes away the stress of deadlines, tests, and just work in general. Students can practice exercises that relieve them from stress and reflect on what may be bothering them. According to an article by Newport Academy, it can be very tempting to take advantage of a mental health day and call it a free day. Doing this can negatively impact your overall mood, and this can be by watching TV all day or scrolling through social media, which is likely to have a negative impact on your mental health. This is why parents especially need to take use of this day to talk to their children about what they might need help with. If students don't get enough breaks, then some can become very overwhelmed and their mental health can start to dwindle and break down, which can cause them to really struggle to function as efficiently as they want to, but it is hard to decide when to do so. For parents, this may be a difficult decision because you don't know when would be the right time to give your child a mental health day, or if you should set limits to how many days it can take. According to the Child Mind Institute, when kids take mental health days, parents should use this as an opportunity to check in with them and ask if anything is wrong and if they can do anything to help. By doing this helps parents understand what they can do for the children to help them feel better or relieve them of any distress that they might be feeling at this time. This is when it is time for parents to do some detective work and try their best to figure out what is going on with their child. By doing this, you can help them in the long run by deciding if a mental health day is the best solution or there have to be other bigger measures taken, like seeking professional help. There are also some questions that can help move this process along. An article by the Child Mind Institute provided a couple of questions that can possibly help take advantage of your child's mental health day. It would help by asking if they felt overwhelmed, if something was upsetting them, or if they just had a big assignment or test that required lots of studying, and if they felt anxious or stressed. These would be some good questions that would help the students out even figure out for themselves what might be wrong. Of course, when doing this though, students also have to take an initiative to want to help themselves and try to open up in some way to their parents or at least to someone that they look up to and trust, so that they might help them feel better or break out of a bad mental health problem, according to a New York Times article by Christina Karen. Even though giving students the opportunity to have mental health day seems very beneficial, I have also found that there can be negative impacts. Students can end up taking too many mental health days and just not using them as a beneficial resource to help them feel better. Students may use these days for just a free day. They could just sit around doing nothing but stuck on social media, procrastinating on homework, and just not doing what is necessary to help them with any mental health issues that they might have. Having all this free time may also cause for students to possibly start getting curious with drugs and alcohol. According to another New York Times article, we might not always know when we need more than just a mental health day. When taking a mental health day, it is just to take one day to relax and regroup with yourself and anything that you might have to catch up on. If we keep taking these days and you notice that it is not helping you very much, then that means that we have to realize that there might be another problem. This is when we have to seek a more powerful form of help or professional help. Taking too many mental days off can heavily impact your schoolwork days if they are not helping you in any way. After researching all the benefits that mental health days have provided for students and staff, I'm leaning towards allowing mental health days in schools. There are obviously many benefits to mental health days, but there are also some negatives to it, which I have provided. I gave you 2 reasons as to why we should get mental health days, which are explaining why mental health days are beneficial for students and staff, and when you should take a mental health day. I have also provided possible opposing sides, which were that students can take advantage of these free days and how it can possibly lead to drug abuse and alcohol abuse. Thank you for listening.